Hello there, human to be earthlings, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it too. Welcome to Subs Replay Sunday. It's become a bit of a tradition now. Every weekend we have Saturday replays, we have Sunday replays, and it's for you, the people, to send in the replays and jump on channel. Now, if you want to send in a replay, send it to bushkawonking@gmail.com, like Calbrecht100 did. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce the names, and I usually stuff them up. So we're just not going to worry about that too much. We're going to call him Stalin's Chosen from here on in, because dear God, this is Stalin's Chosen tank. When Stalin decides to shine his light upon you, this is what you will end up getting. Send the emails into bushkawonking@gmail.com. Make sure you upload them to Google Drive or Dropbox or some such media sharing station, because you won't be able to attach them to your emails. There's an SP1C. You know what Stalin likes about SP1Cs? They're highly combustible. That's what you do with an SP1C. Oh, and then what do you do in Stalin's Chosen? Well, it's not for sniping, I'll tell you that much for free. This is the kind of tank you press forward with, and then you aim it up, and you just unleash Hell Maximus and see how you go. Yep, 980, let's have another one of them. And we take out our second bad guy. Stalin has decided that this may well be the day that this young man here just hits a whole heap of stuff. There's a T for 25 and 2. 3 shots, 3 kills. Thank you very much for coming. There's an SU-100 around the corner here. What would Stalin do? Well, Stalin would load up an AP round and basically say, smile. And there we go. 4 shots for 4 kills. This is ridiculous. He's going to run out of red tanks at this rate. He's only fired 4 shots, and all of them have been absolute winners. What he needs now is someone to come out sideways who doesn't have a lot of hit points. That'd be good. Thanks very much. That's 5 shots. 5 shots for 5 kills. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. This is why we have Subs Replay Sundays. Bang! 6 shots for 6 kills. Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? He's saying my kill, and why wouldn't he? Because he absolutely deserves it. He's in front. That's all there is to it. Loads up the HE. There's your ass. There's 7 shots fired from Stalin's invincible. It throws a shell the size of a Volkswagen out the front. And he's had 7 cracks at it, throwing 7 Volkswagen for 7 kills. He couldn't have done more damage if he tried. He ran out of tanks to hurt. Here we are live on Mirage with the fish god, Carponen _ Timu. You might remember him from last week. He was driving the RU-251 on Fort Despair. And look at this, driving this thing like a beast. This is a god-awful looking tank, but I'm going to tell you something. Every time I put a TOG 2 up on channel, people lose their bananas. They love this thing. So I couldn't resist but show this, because I am nothing if not a panderer to the people and their emotions. Mind you, the next person that tells me that this was a tank made for trench warfare and that TOG means the old gang or some equally bloody innocuous history lesson, I'm going to lose my stuff. I know about the TOG 2 now, guys. I've been educated. I've been educated by you. You can stop telling me all about it. Now, I don't like the TOG 2 particularly because it's massive, it's slow. Basically those 2 reasons. But I'll tell you one thing it does do well. If you are silly enough to stay in front of it for any length of time, it will pump the damage. It's also pretty funny that the fish god has found just about the only place on the map that you think you could hide a TOG 2. He's gone the only rock formation around that he can sit behind with any degree of certainty. But the TOG 2's armor profile is weak at best, and he's the last bloke over here left to shoot at. So everyone's going to fill him up anyway. As soon as he's brought his head out from behind that rock, they've all said, yeah, I'll have a bit of this. How about this Dracula? Bounces off the arse of a TOG 2. I mean, is there a bigger target in the world? You can angle that all you want, but that Drac... that Drac should have been. He's got no excuses. 2 left for the TOG. What a glorious day it is when you get to drive a TOG forward, get about 100 metres into the fray, and then just start pressing the button, and everyone complies by driving up in front of you. The fish god certainly loves a bit of TOG work. He's going to come out in a very svelte manner here. Look at this, driving out sideways in the TOG. And is there anything more glorious than a tog that's come out sideways. Oh, there we go. For those of you who are wondering, he pressed the button an awful lot of times there. Let's see just how many times the fish god pressed that button. Enough times to do a monstrous 3,000 and how much damage? 47. 47. And a steel wall in the tog and a high caliber. Look at that. Times to do a monstrous 3,000 and how much damage? 47. 47. And a steel wall in the tog and a high caliber. Look at that. Absolutely glorious. Doesn't get much better than that. This is my good mate, Iron Serb. He's a patron. This was dropped in the Telegram channel the other day. Oh my good God. The only thing better than just killing 2 players with 1 shot in a KV2 is the fact that they were both called player_random number. So it's like the worst and most horrifying example of seal clubbing. And they're probably not coming back. That's their guest account gone. They're done. They're leaving. Have a look at the T-34 come across here. He's going to drive into the back of the SU-152 and actually make this shot a possibility. He's nuzzling up as close as he can to the one-shot SU-152. He's got all the skills going on, this kid. Iron Serb's going to thread the needle, splash damage, 127 on one, 26 on the other, double kill, absolute fatality. Hats off to the Iron Serb. This is, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hitty Strabbing, whatever. He's from Phoenix and he's driving one of my favorite tanks, the YOLO wagon. I'm just going to call him Phil. I can't pronounce your name properly and I don't want to muck it up for the next 4 or 5 minutes. So Phil is taking the YOLO wagon hard around to the right here. What I love about this game is he says there's no good spot for me here. And he's absolutely right. Like, he is absolutely right. You cannot drive around here in this tank. There's nowhere to fire down from. There's nowhere really for good cover. So much like Shaky in that game yesterday, he does something that I really adore. When there's no good choices, make the bad ones fast and do them with absolute commitment. So he's going to do what the YOLO wagon does best, because this is exactly where you'd want to go. The YOLO wagon is a tank that was built to get up close, personal and angry, does a lot of giggling, a lot of wiggling, has a gun that drops DPM unlike anything else that you can see on the battlefield. There's only a few other tanks in the game that can compete with it damage-wise, and it can do it while bouncing shots, because it is troll as all hell, and it's got this upper plate that's got spaced armor on it, so the heat doesn't really like it. You're really up against it, and it panics people, and you can see him absolutely glorying in the power of the YOLO wagon. That Leopard 1, you think he would have learned not to come out and try it on, but he didn't. He had another crack, and the YOLO wagon said, thanks very much, I'll take all your hit points. He's going to get a couple of bounces and then get hit by this 62A, can't get the gun down, and decides, well, I'll get a bounce on the left, and then I'll just shoot this guy over here. I'll miss, but I won't stop wheeling, I won't stop jiggling. I'm going to become death incarnate. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is putting all the damage in. This Object 140 should know better. You do not want to be in front of this tank. You might get a shot on him, but you're going to pay every single time. And he's not having to use anything else. He's just firing the AP. It does the business. You don't want to be this 62A right now. Oh, it's a terrible state of affairs, because for once, the Ruskies aren't going to out DPM the guy in front of him, and if he wants to pen, he's going to have to absolutely get the lower glacis. He's got no other options, and he just can't get it done. Massive, gets the flash, big kill from Phil. Well done, Phil. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Dad joke alert. He's got 2 to go. One of them is a monstrously full hit point IS-7, and the other one's a monstrously full hit point IS-7. So the good news is, if he learns how to kill the first one, he'll be a lot bigger chance of killing the second one. For once, Phil has decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and he's waiting for that IS-7 to climb up the hill. He knows where he's coming from. he is all set for action. As soon as he sees him, he's going to unleash Hell Maximus and just rely on getting a little bit of a bounce and a little bit of love. Oh, he's not full hit points at all. Oh, and look at that. That is the perfect result. Tracked him coming up. He's panicked, put a shot in, straight through that lower hatch drive wheel area. Now, where's the other IS-7? And how many hit points does he have left? I thought they were both full hit points, but it just goes to show I know nothing. Ah, bugger. There he is. And he's not going to miss. Oh, he is going to miss. We're still in with a chance here, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Phil. You can bring this bugger home. He's got 2 shots in. Oh, come on, baby. Come on with your badass. Don't go in. Don't go. Oh, no. So close. Just needed one more bounce, and he had what would have been an absolutely monumental and not accidental huge carry. 6,070 damage. Mastery Award. High caliber. Absolutely deserved. They're the kind of valiant effort awards I want to see given out. Thanks very much for everyone who's submitted their reviews for the day, their replays for the day. As always, bushkawonking@gmail.com is the place to send the videos to. Make sure you upload them to either a Dropbox or a Google Drive or some kind of media sharing account so I can view them and download them. Don't fret if you are not in there. There are so many videos that have been sent my way. I have maybe, 25 spares at the moment that I've deemed worth having a look at. And I may have to just start cutting them up into smaller bits to highlight the funny stuff and the good stuff and the great play and all that kind of thing. I don't know how we're going to go about it. We're going to learn, we're going to evolve, we're going to do it together, and we're going to have fun doing it. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Look after your families and stay safe on the battlefield.